Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you, and this is a big one. Literally. This is the Bandai Legacy dragonzord. Check that bad boy out. Legacy dragonzord. So, I finally got this bad boy. I'm not in my usual space, guys, so forgive me for that. But I had to get this review out. Had to do it. So you got the story read up right there. You can pause it, check that out. The story of the Power Rangers, which for you guys who know the Power Rangers, you already know the doggone story, so you don't need. And the secret of the Power Zord, you got that. All that there inside the box. I'm so excited for this review, ridiculously excited. That's a very interesting stat bio right there, where it's describing all the attributes of the dragonzord. He's 124 feet tall, length 203 feet, and he weighs 340,000 pounds. That's insane. 86 miles per hour he can move. Yeah. And you got the back there. It's showing how you can combine him with the Megazord. And yeah, so I'm definitely psyched to review this figure. Very, very excited. The dragonzord. I finally got the dragonzord. Damn. So, with that all out the way, let's dip into this review and let's review the dragonzord. So he comes with instructions, which I'm not really going to need because it's mostly talking about how you can combine him with the Megazord, which I do not have. But yeah, they just showing you all that right there. Let's get that out of the way. And here we have the dragonzord in the plastic. You got his 11-inch tail. That's just crazy. His tail is 11 inches. Still in the plastic. You got this stand right here that you can use for his tail to combine it with the Megazord and turn it into a sword. And you got his alternate hands right there. You got his little tail-end drill right there. So, let's get him out the plastic. And here is the freaking dragonzord out of the packaging. And he looks awesome. He looks incredible. So, I have him displayed with his missile hands because he comes with the two alternate gripping hands, which is really awesome. The only gripe I have about it, well, I have two gripes. But the missile hands doesn't. Now, for those of you who know from the TV show, he used to have like red little darted missiles that, you know, formed in his hand and that he would shoot out. Now, it wouldn't have killed him to just add that as a little accessory, you know, to plug like some kind of red plastic darts in there to, you know, display him like he's about to shoot his missiles like he did in the show. I don't know why they didn't do that. My other gripe that I have, which a lot of people do have with their figure, is his fin. In the packaging, as you can see, his fin is a little warped, so that bugs me. I never seen his fin go like that though in the show. You can do that. You could pull it down. You can, you know, pretty much display it like however you want. And his tail really is huge. It's 11 inches and it's articulated, so you can twist it around. You know, you can do things like that. You can move it up and down. This is, you know, I had to connect all these pieces. I did it off camera because, you know, I could have did it on camera, so I'm sorry guys I didn't do that. But just look at this guy. He's so TV show accurate, so you can do that. And his eyes move a little bit, like when you move his mouth like that, but you can see that part from where he's supposed to transform with the other Zords, so you can see that when he opens his mouth. But his mouth is articulated. This is articulated, like I said. His fin. This thing is really huge. And like I said, his tail is articulated. He can move his leg up about that much. He can move it back about that much. Oh, I popped it off. So you guys gonna have to be wary of that. And all of this stuff, I assume, is for the Megazord, which I do not have. But it's not really much in the way of articulation. Oh, that articulates a little bit. The knee joint. That's basically about it, I guess you could say. Not really much in the way of articulation. But this figure is awesome. It is absolutely breathtakingly awesome. All the detail, everything is so show accurate. It's ridiculous how accurate to the show it really is. So every little detail, and most of this is from die-cast metal, which is really great. That's really good. So let me switch those hands to his grippy hands. So I don't know if you can really tell the difference, but those are his grippy hands. And I'm glad I did it off camera, because I kind of had a tougher time putting his grippy hands on than I did his missile launching hands. So that was kind of an issue. And but this is just an amazing figure. Like this Dragonzord is incredible. So I'm gonna go and get the Green Ranger and also the White Ranger with the Tigerzord and do a comparison. So comparing him next to the Tigerzord is bigger. Yep, the Tigerzord is bigger than the Dragonzord, which is really interesting. It's very interesting. And as you can see, I have my Green Ranger next to him. So you can get a pretty good size comparison of, of what the Dragonzord would look like with a standing next to a Power Ranger. The Green Ranger in particular, because I mean, this is his Zord. So that's just really cool. And that's like the main reason why I got the freaking Dragonzord, because I got the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. And I love the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. Something I forgot to mention in my 2-pack Fighting Spirit Green Ranger and Putty review, beside my paint defects, that I have, which is under his shield, is the white diamond, which I mentioned in my review. I love that he has the Dragon Dagger and the Sword of Darkness, but it sucks that he doesn't have an alternate grip in hand. Now that can be easily remedied if you have like another Power Ranger with a grip in hand. You could just swap out the hands with I'm pretty sure each of the Power Rangers, because they all have that same long peg. And I seen another YouTuber do it. I think he did it from the Jason 2-pack or something like that, which I don't have. So it kind of sucks. But I mean, basically, this Hasbro Green Ranger goes perfectly with this Dragonzord. I'm just really, really happy with it. I'm really excited, super stoked to have it. This Dragonzord is a great figure. I got him off eBay. Got him for a pretty good price. It's actually brand new, but the box was open, so I guess whoever had it just wanted to inspect it and, see if everything was in order before they shipped it out, which I do appreciate that. So it's a brand new Dragonzord, and it's the Legacy Zord, just like how my Tigerzord is. Now, when I got my Tigerzord, I didn't get it brand new. I wish I did, but I didn't. I got it used. But my Tigerzord, as you can see, is still in very good condition. This is in pristine condition because basically it was brand new. And I even sniffed it. It has that new action figure smell, which I love. I know I'm a weirdo, but I think he goes great with my Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, or he will go great with a regular Green Ranger if you guys have one. I know that Hasbro is eventually going to make one. I'm probably not going to get it. Like I mentioned in my review of the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, I really love this this interpretation, this iteration of Tommy. I love it. Just that silver stripe really is a nice design, and I really like it. I like it a lot. I love the original Green Ranger design too. Don't get me wrong, but this adds something new and dynamic, and actually, it looks really good standing next to the dragonzord. Um, so Hasbro is really killing it. They are getting my money. Well, um, the dragonzord is not Hasbro made, and that's another thing that I'm wondering: are they going to make? I mean, because Hasbro has the license, so I'm pretty much guessing that they're gonna start making some Zords, eventually. Yeah, so I could just pretty much bank on that they're most likely um, gonna start making Zords. I don't know if I'm gonna collect them. Maybe I might collect the Megazord from Hasbro, depending on the price. Um, and depending on like if I really want it or not. Now, the original Megazord is not really my favorite. I believe it's called the Thunder Megazord, if I'm remembering correctly, or it's the Zord that looks like a samurai for you Power Rangers fans out there, and he has the sword. Like it's a Zord that looks like the samurai. That's my favorite Zord. So if Hasbro was to release that, I might think about getting that. But as far as the Tiger Zord and the Dragon Zord here, it's as close to perfection as you can get. Like, it is so TV show accurate that it's scary. Now, the original release before Bandai made the Legacy line, the original release, which I don't have, so I can't compare it. I'm glad I don't have it because it's actually trash compared to this. Um, there was some nice things about it. It was a little more shinier, and instead of all the die-cast metal and everything, you see, it it had stickers on it, and the same for the Tiger Zord. Both well, actually, all the Zords, the original Bandai release, but then they came out with this Legacy line like about 5 or 6 years ago. And the reason I never jumped on getting any of the Zords until now is once again because Hasbro. Damn it, Hasbro, y'all got my damn money. And it started with this Lightning collection. With once I saw the White Ranger and saw what Hasbro was doing, I was nervous about getting it because I haven't collected any Power Rangers figures like since I was a kid. So once I got the White Ranger, and just having him in my hands and posing him and playing around with him, seeing how awesome he is as a figure, it just convinced me to get the Tiger Sword. Then I was not planning on getting this Green Ranger, but when I saw him with the putty in the 2-pack, and I saw how awesome this Silver Stripe Fighting Spirit version of him looked, I was like, I gotta get it. And once I got it, I knew automatically. Once I had Green Ranger in my hands, I had to get the dragonzord. So here I am. And with that being said, guys, I definitely say if you want to pick this up, or if you decide to wait for Hasbro, I wouldn't blame you guys. I don't know how much Hasbro would probably sell it for, but you guys could take a chance on that. But for me, this is highly worth a pickup. This has been my review of the Legacy Dragonzord. Till the next time, guys, it's morphin' time.